G'day, it's Steve here, joined by Darcy. We're the co-founders of the Outbound Game. Darcy, for the last 10 years, we've been doing lots of sales training around the world, and if there's one thing we saw, that was probably the most awkward thing we've ever experienced is role plays.
Experienced it ourselves as salespeople and seen a lot of sales leaders struggle to get their team to do role plays, despite the fact that they are one of the probably better ways to practice experientially. So often you learn your concepts, you learn your training methodologies, you learn it all, then you go to put it into practice in a role play. It's just awkward at best.
Yeah, which means we end up practicing on our customers, and it can really affect ramp times and the results that you're getting. So, as you know, we're big into gamification, so we thought, hang on a sec, why don't we make a game out of it? And here it is, the Role Plays game. It's a card game that we've designed with a bit of a brainwave on how do we make it fun? How do we make it engaging? And how do we get rid of those non-life-like scenarios that we often always do in sales? Like am I the buyer, you be the...
I'll be the buyer, you be the buyer. I'll sell a chair, I'll sell a chair and then a water bottle and then we'll do our product.
How do we start it?
This is what we're up to.
It's a problem. So we thought, hang on a sec, let's just make this really, really simple. So the aim of the game is obviously one person becomes the buyer, one person becomes the seller, and we have a deck of cards. And there's three types of cards. The first one is a purple card, which is an opener card. This is what you will use to start the scenario. So no more awkward, what should we actually be talking about?
Opener card. I'm tossing up between you and competitor. They seem to do something, outcome, better. So I'm tossing up between you and ABC company. They seem to have a better price than you.
Yeah,
that's our opener card.
Nice. Buyer will also draw a red card, which is the objection card. For example, we won't be ready for another time frame, or
I need to run this by name department.
Yeah.
I'm just not feeling it is another card. That's our favorite card in the deck.
It's really cool. So as the buyer, they'll open up the role play with the opener card, the scenario card, and then they have to introduce the objection at some point through the role play. And their job is to keep the seller on their toes, and you win as the buyer if the seller ums and ahs more than 5 times or has a silence more than 3 seconds.
Beautiful.
Which often happens a lot. If I was, say, the seller though, we have 45 of our favorite question cards. We honestly believe that if you can practice using these question cards through your discovery, through utilization, through objection handling, negotiating, these are some of our favorite question cards. And your job is to draw 3 of these. Grab a couple.
Yeah. What do you think name/department will say about this? What else we got here? When are you hoping to have everything finalized? Another question. Final question here. What options are you weighing up? What are you leaning towards? Another question to ask here.
So, the job of the seller is to seamlessly weave these questions in during the role play. Of course, you can add more questions than this, but they have to complete all 3 questions in the role play without the ums and ahs and the pauses. Once the objection card comes out, they also have to rebut the objection using one of those questions again in a slightly different way or however they want to prime the conversation. So we've been testing this game with a bunch of companies. I've even played it with my 10-year-old daughter. She loved it when the feedback came and she said, I was really focusing on using less ums and ahs. So this improves in the communication, this improves in the way that you're prepared for any objection or scenario that comes up. And it really makes it fun for the sales team. Great, our idea was using this in sales meetings, sales huddles. It's compact, it's portable, it's easy to use. You could even do this in one-on-ones or training and onboarding.
Yeah, ton of fun.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, ripper.
So, how do they get the box, Darcy?
Yeah, ripper. So just putting your details down below. Currently we're offering $29 including postage worldwide to have this on your desk, sitting there in your boardroom ready to play. We'll fire it out to you. Shortly the offer will be going up to $39 per box, not including postage. So take advantage of that offer, chuck your details down below. We'll make sure you're taken care of and we'll have a box out to you shortly.
And we do have a limited print run. We obviously wanted to keep it small, test it out in the market, see how it went. So get in while they're still available. If the button's down below, we still have stock. So grab your box. We're happy to send it out to you and enjoy the game of role plays.
Dig in.
Cheers.